Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm. The boys and I have got a short cattle drive this morning to our new farm that we just got here about a month. I guess it's been a little over a month ago. This is the 80 acres. It's halfway between our farm that we live and all the rest of our farms down the road. So we're gonna do about, I'd say when those cows come out down there, it's a little less than half a mile. And I'm the blocker this morning. Jan's on vacation with her parents. She went to Colorado to visit her sister. And so I'm the blocker. I'm playing Jan today. And the boys have already got them pinned in the last farm down there, all the cows and calves. And these will be the cows that haven't calved when we took them out. And now I think we're up to, I think there's 9 that have calved just in the last week. So, and a bunch more are close. But the boys went and caught them before they put all this in. So we call this Gary's farm. It's the owner's first name. And we had 300 and right at 300 head in here about a month ago. And we got a couple moves out of the top of this hill and we got them out of here. That's when we were in the drought and it was not growing back very well. But as you can see, it came back really nicely when we got the rain. So yeah, pretty cool. See, this farm right here hooks onto the back of our original farms, way about a mile back in there. And so it's gonna be so awesome to be able to come from here, join in back there. We've already got a gate. There was a gate, an old barbed wire gate back there. And of course, we reinforced it on our side with hot wire, so we have a hot wire gate too. So literally it was just securing the perimeter fence, which is barbed wire all the way around this whole farm. And some of it, just over the winter time, it had trees that had dropped on it. There was some barbed wire that was broke when deer had hit it. And so we secured it all. It took us a couple days. It's a big area. Oh, I just heard a turkey gobble. Huh. It's kind of late. I guess he's letting all the hens know he's still available if any hens need his attention. But yeah, it's Memorial Day. I just want to take a minute to thank all of our veterans and give thanks to everybody that has sacrificed so much to the freedom of our country. And we went by the graveyard in Centralia the other day, and it's unbelievable. I think there had to be over 1,000 American flags in rows and rows and rows across that graveyard. They were putting up a platform to have a Memorial's Day speaker come in and just talk about, how lucky we are to live in the country that we live in. And yeah, I am so happy to live here because I've been other places not in America and they don't have the freedoms that we have here. So folks, we need to stand up and keep our freedom. It's just concerning some of the things that are going on in the country, and I think we need to stand up and make America great. We have a lot to be thankful for here, and we owe it to the people that have served in our country to protect us from mayhem. And since I've been alive, we've never had a war on our soil, and I hope it stays that way. But it takes a strong leaders and people that are committed to protecting our country, and that's what it takes. And I've met some guys lately that have served in the military, and I just can't thank you guys enough. And they all are so humble. That's the thing that's just unbelievable, you know. Heck, Jackson there, our intern, you know, he's got to give up a weekend a month. You know, he goes to guard duty, and then this summer he's going to camp. He'll be gone a little over 3 weeks. That's a commitment, you know. He could easily go out and do anything he wanted on the weekend, but he's given his service to our country. And Jackson is an unbelievable young man, and I just want to give thanks to his parents for raising such a good young man, and we're so fortunate to have Jackson. So anyway, I'm gonna wait here. We should have some cows coming out on that road any minute. Of course, there's a hump down there. There's a hill. We can't see them till they get over the top of that hill. But the catch pen they had them in, I tell you what probably happened. They had them all in there, even the babies, and now they're probably missing the little guy. He probably went underneath the wire down there, and he's laying off somewhere. They're trying to find him possibly before they open that gate. It's a lot easier to find him right then while the mother is there. Okay, I hear him bawling. I hear him bawling. Well, we've got the bulls positioned. We'll be hauling the ones that we're going to be selling on June 1st. Those are going to the what we call Doc's Farm. We have a really good loading facility there, and it's got probably the longest driveway on it to, you know, make parking more available. Probably going to have a parking attendant, because I know everybody wants to get there at the same time, and I don't blame them. Because it's a first come, first served basis. That's how we do our bull selection. So, but we've got some nice bulls. I mean, really nice bulls. And so there's going to be some folks go home with some great genetics to add to their herd, and you will be able to build your own herd of cows that look like these coming up the road at us right here. They just turned them out. Woo! There they come. I think there's 60 head. And there would be nine babies in here, I believe. But you know that none of those cows are running. They're just walking. And that is something we learned. If you'll get out of the way where they can't see you, they won't run. Now, going down a hill, that's a different deal. They just kind of enjoy running down a hill. But they're not going to run on gravel. They'll walk. Now, they may get it over on that shoulder right there where it's dirt, and they would run down this hill if we didn't have it blocked. But I'm going to be the blocker. The one thing I've got to watch for here is when they go into this gate, the babies are going to want to go underneath this wire, the baby calves. And so it's up to me to make sure that doesn't happen. Well, the boys are right there behind him too, so we've got plenty of manpower this morning. Isaac's on the four-wheeler behind him, and the reason he's behind him on the four-wheeler, if a baby does decide to go back, they can catch it and set it on the four-wheeler, so he doesn't have to carry the calf the full length of the cattle drive. Woo! Yeah, they're taking their time this morning, but they're coming. They've got a really nice diet waiting on them up here. All the green grass that they could possibly eat. I can hear Isaac on the four-wheeler. He's staying back behind him a bit. which is a good idea. The four-wheeler, if you get it right up on the tail of the cattle drive, it just kind of adds a little bit more stress that you don't need. They're kind of focused on the four-wheeler instead of you and walking. Well, they've got them all in a tight mob. They're not strung out this morning. It helps to have them in a little pen right before you take off. And that pen was just hot wire, one strand. They had them all caught. There's one of our old lead cows. That 160's with the main herd. She's already had her calf. But that old horn cow, that's a 3/4 South Pole. We don't have too many of those left. I think there's maybe four or five. She's always gives us a nice calf. They're looking at me like, what are you doing there? And this is a little different, folks. This is the first time they've ever went through that gate, coming from this direction. The very first time. Oh, those cattle are slick. Man. There's a bunch of spongy cows that are soft on the back, which means they're going to be calving here really, really soon. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah. See, when they go through that gate, it's downhill. Their speed, the minute they go around that corner, their speed picks up. Look at that. Oh, I mean, those cows are packing good weight. Woo. There's the troublemakers. Follow your mama. Just follow your mom. That's what they're doing. Everything's good. There's all the babies, or a bunch of them here at the very back. They're not carrying anything. That's good. They all made the cattle drive. Boy, there's that little tiny. That's it. Well, it's just born. And that's a wrap. That was a very, very very painless cattle drive right there. Man, that makes it so nice to have access to this farm. Whew. That took about 5 minutes to walk them up. And they're taking up the fence already. So I'm gonna take my wire down, and that's a wrap. Everyone have a great Memorial Day, and thank you to all the veterans and the current service members that are protecting our country. My hat's off to you, and everyone have a great one.